Hi, I'm Erica, and welcome to this After You Apply video. In this video, we are going to talk about what happens after you submit your OUAC application. If you haven't applied yet, check out the How to Apply video on this YouTube playlist first. Also, this video has specific advice for Ontario high school students, known as Group A students. If you aren't an Ontario high school student, you can find the video with the most useful guidance for you where you found this one, or in this How to Apply YouTube playlist. Okay, let's get started with what happens after you apply for Ontario high school students. Applying can feel like a big relief, and it's a big achievement, but there are a few more steps you need to take. After you apply, you'll get an email from the OUAC with a confirmation number. We'll get your application, and then we'll set you up with a Western student number. This can take a few days. Then you'll get an email from Western. It will give you instructions for your next steps, which includes activating your Western identity. This gives you access to Student Center. It's important you log into your Student Center. Your Student Center is full of useful resources. You'll actually also use it throughout your time at Western if you become a student. For now, you'll find up-to-date information about your application in the admissions section. Today, we're going to cover 3 important parts of Student Center. Under Applications, you'll see the status of your application. You'll find any tasks you need to complete in your to-do list, and Letters is the spot for official communications. Let's start with Applications. This is where you can see your application status. When you apply, it will say Application Received. If you receive an offer, it will say Offered. Congratulations! If you accept your offer, it will say Offer Accepted. You can select the application to learn more about the status too. In the View Letters tile, you might see communications like your official offer letter, scholarships information, or your IB or AP transfer credit. These are credits that you can use towards your Western degree. On Student Center, you can also see your to-do list. You might have items on your to-do list, but the majority of you will not have any items on here. And that's because Western receives your high school grades through the OUAC website. Your high school submits them there, so you don't have to worry about grades unless you're taking courses at another school that isn't your regular day school. If you do have items on your to-do list, this is what it will look like. This list has anything we might need in order to assess your application. Every item has detailed instructions for how to send it to us. For example, some documents will need to be uploaded directly to Student Center. When an item is added to your list, it will say Missing. So when you first log in, if there is anything on your to-do list, it will be Missing. If you upload the item, it will say Pending. If an admissions officer has taken a look at the item and confirmed it's what we need, it will say Received. The items never disappear from your list, but if it says Received, then you don't have to take any other action. You'll notice each item has a recommended submission date. Sometimes you might not have the item in time to meet this date. That's okay. It's a recommended submission date. We'll still accept items after that date. But remember, admissions officers need the item to assess your application. So, the longer you take to submit it, the longer it takes for your application to be reviewed. Okay, there's one other thing you need to do. Check if you need to submit any supplemental requirements. You might have noticed your programs had additional requirements when you applied, but now is a good time to double check. Supplemental requirements are additional forms, portfolios, or auditions outside of the OUAC application that you submit directly to Western. For example, the IVAEO application or a visual arts portfolio. You also have the option to submit additional forms about you, like the special consideration form, which you should use if there are extenuating circumstances affecting your grades. You can find a full list of forms with deadlines at welcome.uwo.ca/forms. So, you've applied on OUAC, submitted any supplemental requirements, and logged into Student Center. Now, you wait for an offer. Let's talk about offers of admission. We send offer rounds between November and May. You've probably heard your grade 12 grades are important. And it's true. When we give you an offer of admission, it's conditional on your final grade 12 marks. So your final admission average, the one Western calculates for you to meet your conditions, will be based on your best 6 grade 12 U or M level courses, including required courses for the program. One thing to note here is that for repeated courses, if you have 2 repeats, we'll take the highest of the 2. If you have 3 or more repeats, they will take the average of your attempts. But most of you won't have 6 grade 12 U or M level classes when we start to make offers in November. And that's okay. If you don't have all your grade 12 courses in progress, or you haven't completed many, we can make offers based on strong performance in both grade 11 and 12 courses. Every time there is an offer round, we'll take into consideration whatever grades are available from grade 12 and grade 11. So here are 2 important things to remember. We review your application with every round. If you submit your application in November and there is a round of offers in December and your grades don't meet what we're looking for, no problem. We'll check again in the next round. We will not look at you once and deny you. Admissions officers will continue reviewing your application all the way until the end of May. It's important that your course enrollment information is up to date. This means the OUAC is showing what courses you have taken and accurately shows the courses you will take. This is very important if there are required courses for the program you're applying to. We must see that you're enrolled in it. It doesn't have to be completed for you to receive an offer of admission, but you do have to be enrolled in it. It's also important that if you're planning on taking a course at a school that isn't your regular day school, you make sure that information is updated and accurate on the OUAC. That's your responsibility. Let's say because you're all great and brilliant, you all get an offer of admission. The first thing you'll do is log into your offer portal. This is choose.uwo.ca. You'll get the link to this when you receive an offer. This portal has everything you need to know about your offer. It's important you log in because we will not send you an official offer letter in the mail. This portal is your offer. It has your offer letter in it, and it's really important that you open and read that letter carefully. On your Choose portal, you can start looking into things like housing, finances, and courses. But most importantly, there is a tile for your admission conditions. Most offers are conditional. The offer of admission letter will outline what your conditions are and how to submit documents. In many cases, this means you need to complete your diploma and keep your grades up. If you're worried about reaching your conditions, reach out to us as soon as possible for advice on what to do next. Now, if you receive an offer to Western, there is a very important step to take. Accept your offer. You accept your offer the same way you applied, through the OUAC website. You'll know you did it right when the OUAC sends you a confirmation number. A couple days later, you'll see the change on choose.uwo.ca and on your student center. It's very important you accept your offer before your deadline. If you don't, you could lose your offer. Most Ontario high school students will have a deadline in early June, but you might have a different deadline than someone else, so be sure to check for yourself. You'll be able to find your deadline to accept on choose.uwo.ca and in all your letters. Okay, let's recap. After you apply, you will log into Student Center, check your application status and to-do list. Submit your supplemental requirements if you haven't already. And after you receive an offer, you'll log into your offer portal, be sure to understand all your admission conditions, accept your offer before your deadline, and submit final documents. Okay, I hope this was helpful for you and that you feel confident waiting for your offer. If you have any questions, you can ask an admissions officer on our online chat at westernchat.uwo.ca or speak to current students at welcome.uwo.ca/message. If you want to learn more about what it's like to be a Western student, follow us on Instagram at ChooseWesternU. Thank you for joining me today, and good luck on your journey to university.